The market tests the pivot, then launches higher. Are the bulls fully in control now? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so no video yesterday. My wife did return from dealing with our ongoing family crisis. I had not seen her in over a week, so I did spend time with her instead of doing a video, so I do apologize. And the market that did pull back and test the pivot and has now created a bullish structure to the upside that looks like it wants to take out the 4202 high. If it does this and creates 5 up, it will need to hold support one more time, and then we might be able to call the bottom in. I'll get into all that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the NASDAQ. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. Okay, guys, so excellent day in my trading room today. We always have a good time, and this week has been a monster week. We've just killed it. You can see all the comments on the screen, and later in the video, I'm actually going to take you inside the room so you can see what it looks like and what you actually get in there. All right, so let's jump into the charts and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 5-minute futures chart for the S&P 500. As you can see, we completed wave 3, and I said we needed to pull back and test the pivot, which we did in an ABC structure. They tested it, made a wave 1 up, and then we got a ABC down and a stick save for wave 2 at just a few points above this wave 1, and that's a valid wave 2. And then today we saw a monster rally up in wave 3. And they can still push this higher. We haven't gotten a full pullback just yet, but I did put the 3 at the top here just in case that was the top. They can still push higher, but I do expect one more pullback towards the 41.47 down to 41.34 region as the micro pivot. Remember, wave 3 pushes up through the pivot. Wave 4 comes back and tests the pivot. And then wave 5 up and over the high to complete our 5 waves up. Up to 42.20 is our first target, but it can push as high as 42.50. That would be 1 equals 5 off of the low, and that would put us in the 42.50 range. And as high as they did push this wave 3, that target is on the table as a possibility. So we could see as high as 42.50 if this move up continues. Okay, there are a couple more things the bulls need to do. They need to hold this pullback into this pivot. Okay, so they need to hold that 41.34 level. That is the key to keeping this move up here alive. If they can hold that 41.34 level and make this 5 up, okay, then we have the bullish structure. However, if 41.34 breaks, okay, then it's likely we pull back and make new lows below these lows right here that we're at about 40.70. Okay, so 41.34 holds the key to this 5 up and completing wave 5. Otherwise, we could have a bigger A, B, and then C down and deeper into the pivot. We could see that as a possibility as well and then get wave 5 up. So wave 4 needs to hold the pivot, this micro pivot up here, which again was 41.4750 down to 41.3450. If they can hold the pivot and make this high, okay, that's one test passed. And then the next big test will be the pullback off of this wave 5 high. It will need to hold support, which we'll get into once we get to that step. But it will need to hold support and then take out this high, and then we can call the bottom in and we can look towards that 5,500 region. If it cannot hold support, then we will likely crash down towards that 3750 region and look to try to restart from there. All right, guys, so over on the NASDAQ, we have a very similar situation, okay? On the NASDAQ, however, we technically already have 5 up, so they have taken out this high. However, I do still think we need a pullback and one more high on the NASDAQ up towards 13,100 in that region to top out, but they technically have made 5 up as this wave 3 here topped above this wave 3 over here. If they do pull back, all right, from here, we would look for them to hold the pivot. And if they hold the pivot, it's going to be at 12,775 down to 12,721. That 12,721 area must hold, or, okay, one of two things is happening. One, we are starting wave 2 down, and this was the end of wave 1 here, because again, we technically have 5 up. Or we come down and break this low into the pivot, the lower pivot, hold there and try to make a new wave 5 up. However, since we've already taken out the high, and this is an expanded B wave here where you have A, B here, and then C back down into the pivot. Unless this is an expanded B wave, I don't see that as a likely option. So 12,721 needs to hold any pullback. Otherwise, we have two options. My first would be that wave 1 is complete and we're pulling back in wave 2 and it would need to hold support. And the other option would be that expanded B wave, okay, and we come back down into the pivot and then try to make wave 5 up. So the bulls are in control of the market on both indexes. Okay, they just need to hold support and make their 5 up, and then they need to hold their wave 2 support, which I said we'll get into next week when we get to that area. And if they can do that and then come back and take out these highs, then the bottom is in and we are well on our way to the next new all-time highs. Guys, if you like the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com, okay? There's a link down in the description. If you go ahead and click that link, it'll take you over to the website. Now, before I go to the website, I'm going to take you inside the room so you can see what it's all about, okay? We use a Discord room, and it's a private room. And here is the chat room where I give updates, but it's not just updates and it's not just trade alerts, guys. If you look over here on the side, you can see we have an education hashtag, and in there we have all these different videos and things that people have done on YouTube and different places, and we've compiled them in here for educational purposes to help people learn different trading styles and Elliott Wave and things like that. We also have the trade alerts where I put out all of our trades today. You can see our stops kept moving up because we did really well. We have our daily videos. So if you're watching this on YouTube, you get this video at night when I produce it. As soon as I put it out, it comes in here. So these guys get it first. You have our charts, our Forex, PT's trading tips. You have our training videos. I put out training videos. You can see in here, you know, impulsive wave counts, how to set your corrective wave counts, all these different things on learning Elliott Wave. So all kinds of different things in PT's throne room. He's got all kinds of different analysis, question and answers. He's got his challenge account. So more than just a trading room, guys. It's a trading community, it's a family, and it's an awesome place to be. So we have 2 membership plans, and they both come with a 7-day free trial. Okay, and that's because I want you to get in there, try it out, make sure you love it, make sure it's for you before you ever spend a penny. Okay, the first room is my Invest with Jacob room. In there, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, and everything else you saw in there, plus your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we swing trade, so most of our trades last from a couple days to a couple months, and that's not quite as often as a day trading room trades. However, if you are looking for day trading or individual stocks, you want to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get with the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that absolutely kills the market. It's one of those things you really need to see to understand because it's a very unique trading style, and that's why we give you that 7-day free trial so you can get in there and check it out. He also has a challenge account where he puts $4,000 into a small account and trades mini ES futures, showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account using disciplined trading methods. He's averaging 3 to 4% gains in there per week. Guys, we would love to have you come in and check it out so we can make some money together. Okay, guys, key takeaways for today, pretty simple. Looking for a pullback to hold the micro pivot here, as low as 41.34 on the ES, but I would look for more like 41.50 in that area. And then a move up towards 41.20 to 42.20 to 42.50 to complete this wave 5. From there, we would look for them to hold support in wave 2, and we'll get those levels once we get this high. Over on the NASDAQ, same deal. Looking for them to hold the pivot. Comes in at 12,721 on the low side, so they need to hold that number. Otherwise, we could already be done as they do have 5 up here and be moving down in wave 2. Or we could be coming down to test the minor pivot again and make another attempt at a wave 5 higher. All right, guys, it's the weekend, all right? Grab a drink, enjoy your family, do something fun this weekend, stop looking at the computer and your phone, and I will talk to you next week.